Hello people, this is PokeMai11 and I'm back here with another battle. This is the fourth time recording. Let's see if we can get this correct this time. So yeah, this is a battle, OE battle against PokeMai11, and let's go! She leads off with her lead Aerodactyl as I lead off with my lead Alakazam, and my lead Alakazam is going to spore her lead Aerodactyl because Aerodactyl is very difficult to deal with my team. I then go out into Rhyperior and get the Intimidate on this Aerodactyl, and she switches out into her Celebi, which then she immediately switches out for a Gliscor, which is a very smart move. I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance, predicting that switch, and then I'm going to switch out, predicting the Thunderbolt from the Gliscor, and I'm going to go into Dusknoir because it doesn't get hurt by Thunderbolt. I'm then going to go for Stone Edge, and she is going to hit my Dusknoir pretty hard with a Heat Wave, and that is going to do a lot of damage to my Dusknoir, and then it's going to burn him. So, as my Dusknoir is now burnt, I am going to go for another Stone Edge, but she is going to switch into her Aerodactyl, which takes this quite well, because of Burn. And then Burn is going to kill off my Dusknoir, so there is no more Dusknoir. And this is a very, very fast battle, so I'm attempting to talk very fast, but it's not really working. Anyway, I go back out into my lead Alakazam, as she switches out her lead Aerodactyl and goes back into her Gliscor. I'm going to set up rocks, because I need rocks to make this team work at all, and then I have to switch immediately out, because Scarf. So I go into my Eevee, predicting absolutely nothing, just in case she went for Thunderbolt, and I go for a Thunderbolt. My Eevee goes for a Thunderbolt on her Gliscor, and it does a lot because Life Orb, but she immediately roosts it off. So that kind of sucks for me. So then I'm just going to go for another Thunderbolt with my Eevee and hit her Gliscor yet again, and this is going to do quite a decent chunk, and I am doing more than she can heal, as we both notice right then. So then she's just going to go for a Heat Wave and hurt my Eevee a little bit, because high special defense. And then I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt, and that is going to kill off the Gliscor. And then I believe she switches into her Hitmonchan. Yeah, she switches into her Hitmonchan. I predicted the extreme speed here, but decided to just fodder Eevee. So, Eevee goes down, and Life Orb takes a little bit away from that Hitmonchan's HP, as I switch back into Rhyperior. I then think, I'm like, okay, she might have Thunderfang on this Hitmonchan, but I'm going to stay in just in case. And I'm going to go for the immediate Waterfall with my Rhyperior and kill off that Hitmonchan. The Thunderfang did not kill because bulky. That is an update. I am talking in a very narrative voice right now because I can. Anyway, she then goes into her Hippowdon and Thunderbolts my Rhyperior for the kill. I then switch out and go into my own Celebi, as I know that I am Scarfed and can outspeed Hippowdons very easily and kill them with a U-turn. But her Hippowdon is Scarfed and actually outspeeds my Celebi. Then I switch back out into my lead Alakazam that is surprisingly not dead yet, and she switches out into her own Celebi, as I set up spikes. Then her Celebi goes for a Swords Dance, as my Alakazam goes for more spikes. Then her Celebi uses Pursuit, and hurts me a lot, but does not kill me. Oh, wait, never mind, it does. Then, because Alakazam is super affected by Pursuit. Then I go into my Ninjask, because, I knew that I could Revenge Kill with the close combat. So, after this, I get Life Orb damage, and she goes into her Eevee, which she has one too. And, this is a very annoying Eevee that runs Protect and Wish, and Protecting Wish can basically kill the rest of my guys, so this is pretty much a good game right here. I predict her to go for a Wish this time to get a free and try to get a free switch in, but it does not work for me. Then I go for a Superpower, and it obviously gets protected against, and I go for another Superpower, and it doesn't do very much damage to this Eevee because it's, even though it was a crit, it's not a very strong attack, surprisingly. Anyway, my Celebi is just standing out there, and I'm like, oh great, I can't do anything because I fail. And she is just going to continue to Wish Stall whatever protect everything against me, and I will eventually lose in the next 2.5 minutes because that's how long it took me to actually die, actually. So my Celebi is out there not being able to do anything, so I switch here predicting the Protect, but she outplays me yet again and goes for a Surf. And I'm going to go for a close combat here, knowing that it could do around 50% damage because Ninjask is such a beast, but the Eevee takes that quite nicely and then goes for a Wish. It is then going to Protect and continue to Life Orb stall me to death. So, let's get started with this. The Eevee's wish comes true as I go for another close combat with my Ninjask, and that will do around half again. And I'm just praying so much for a crit right now because that could win me this match. But of course I'm not going to get it because fail. And then she's going to go for a wish protect again as I go for a close combat, which does nothing because she protects. And then, as you can plainly see, we repeat the cycle yet again. So, blah 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 blah. And then, of course, your parents come into the room and interrupt your narration. So then you obviously are going to go for another close combat, trying your best to hit a crit, but it is just not going to happen. And as you can tell, this Eevee is getting very annoying to me. And it is good game already. It was good game a while ago. So that was a really cool game, PokeMai11. It's actually very hard to say all of the Pokemon's names incorrectly. I actually had to write them all down in the same order that they came out and actually read off the narration. It was so annoying. So, oh gosh. Don't spam comment me about saying the wrong Pokemon's name. It was on purpose. I mean, come on. Gosh. So yeah, if you watch this, everyone that watches this, there's a charity event going on. Run by To Be The Man. I'm gonna leave that in the description. It's just a bunch of people playing Pokemon, and they're raising charities. They're raising money for charities. So go check that out. Peace. Blah.